Galvanization of the goddess. Embracing the goddess will open the living library to you and teach you the secrets held deep within the bosom of Mother Earth. For who is Earth, Mother, if not the goddess herself? When you think of Prime Creator, what or whom do you picture in your society? You have been taught that the God energy represents the source and that the female energy, feminine energy, represents the use or activity of it. We would say it is other way around. The feminine represents the source and the masculine represents how the source is used. It is true that Prime Creator is a female vibration. The source, as we know it, is a feminine vibration. The consorts of the feminine principle, the male vibration, in competition for love of the goddess, began splintering off in the misuse of energy millions of years ago. You are one fragmented part of the misuse of energy. Two pleidian sons of a mediocre god took over Earth, had a battle between themselves and created the present-day dilemma. In the larger picture, it was a minor family squabble. The divine mother goddess fragmented and made herself into many forms to be the consort of numerous gods. They wanted to appease and love and be in the vibration of the mother, because this is where all the creative vital force comes from. The goddess of such consciousness that she allows all things. She is the source that holds things together, the glue of creation. It is a difficult concept for some to absorb, let alone consider. It is a difficult concept for women to think of, an empowered entity that courses through their own blood in a likeness to themselves. It is shocking for men to think that perhaps a female vibration could be the source behind all things. Feeling the deepest core of your identity, the nurturing, the gift and the mystery of the mother, there will you return an awakening to Mother Goddess energy. You will find in this decade that all of the religions are based on a false ideal. They are all based on controlling, cold-hearted, patriarchal movement, when in actuality it is the Mother Goddess who is blessed behind all things. We in Pleiades have discovered the root cause of our misuse of energy. We have honoured the Mother. We have done things to gain the attention of the Mother, yet we have not valued the Mother's creation, the Mother's gift. Your planet must learn who the goddess is as a creator. You must. Understanding the dark side of the goddess is part of explaining her energy, because the goddess did something to lose her power. It is in the cells of your being, because of all of you, man and woman alike, have the goddess within you. The goddess is going to be birthed through you. Hallelujah. Where you are male and female, or female, there are a decline and fall of goddess for very important reasons. The goddess energy always acknowledged the rights of fertility. The goddess energy was not like your Western world. To her, sex was not shameful. The goddess loved sex. Sex, of course, is your natural heritage. However, like all things, there was a misuse of sexual energy. There came a time when the goddess realm, when there was a tremendous abuse of the male vibration, women influenced by outside sources lost their honouring and partnership with men, and their sense of unity between man and woman after a while within the realm of the goddess. Men became nothing more than stud service. 1 minute. Okay. Women got so lost in the goddess power that the men were not considered equal. Men were considered to be objects to bring about the rights of fertility. Many men were killed after one-time fertility rituals which representatives of the local goddess. Castration and other sacrifices were performed. It is true, women misuse their sexual energy of men, creating the current backlash. This is all changing, and you will find the goddess with compassion entering the lives of those willing to feel. You have to feel. The goddess energy was infused at one time with a tremendous negative force and became distorted in its purpose. This was in pre-Christian times when the pendulum swung the other way, so that when the male vibration began to play their role, they acted out with vehemence or response so what some of the females had done. Your memories are stored in your cells and blood, and you determined your experience by the choices you made. You have been overlaid with negative, controlling, godlike energy, and it's time for the goddess to be acknowledged. This is a balance that is needed, with no worship of one vibration over the other. Men, in honouring the goddess, will learn to honour life. Women will learn to redefine how they bring life into being. Life can come with one heck of an orgasm at childbirth. This is an idea in which you are going to restructure your beliefs and experience. When you explore the goddess, you begin to value life. When you value life, you don't overpopulate Earth, and you don't kill. What must come to the forefront of the world's paradigm is an understanding of what life is, what death is, what all species are, and the fact that everything is interconnected and everything is connected to the same source. The patriarchal movement changed your history, banishing the goddess to the whisperings of your myth and legend. Where is the goddess in the Bible? Your Quran, your Torah? The battle between the goddess and the patriarchy has been ongoing, and today you are so removed from the energy of the goddess that you do not even have an image or role model before you as to who the goddess can be. What Western society do you know that honours the goddess? Yet the very gateway to the east coast of the United States is represented by a gallant woman holding a light. The goddess is very generous. She has remained behind the scenes in the battle of patriarchy because she knows she is the creature force in all things, and that all things must eventually find her. In her generosity she allows. What does it mean to give birth, to love what you have created, and to allow that creation its process of evolution without interference? Is love protective, or is love allowing? If a divine force was protective of its creation, it would control what it learns from its creations, and therefore only could learn so much based on what that allows. A force that allows all things has the opportunity to learn in unlimited ways. because it has this ability to say, show me, teach me, I am you, you are me. This is a state of consciousness. We would like each of you to get to know the goddess. Make it in your quest to call the goddess to yourself in some way. Invite the goddess to teach you about life. She will begin working with you in ways that are quite profound. Many of you have called us the Pleiadians into your life. We play with you, and you know our vibration, our humour, our tricks. Even we work with the goddess. Things must change. The goddess is indeed orchestrating events as part of the solution. Goddess energy works with your heart to keep it open. We ask you to keep your heart open, not only for yourself, but for those whose paths cross yours at this time of great lessons. If you honour the feminine principle within yourself and on the planet, this negotiation will serve as the new foundation for the communities and culturizations. We want you to look for that life force. Look beyond what you've been taught. Find the portion of the goddess, the feminine energy, that is in man and woman alike, that is waiting to be birthed. Playfully observe how we can affect others and how they will talk about the things we are discovering. Everything you are learning will be magnified and telepathed quite loudly to those who are sharing the journey with you. The Mother Goddess represents the love principle. We have mentioned the frequency of light, light being information and the frequency of love enlisting creation. The deepest underside of Pleiadian information is its sensuality and sexuality, its creation through love vibration with the goddess. Working with the goddess energy requires a deeper exploration of the feminine principle. It's time for women's knowledge to be spoken, shown and shared in a magical, mystical way. It's a time for women to discover more about their own mysteries, their processes of menstruation and birth and the cycles of the emotions. It's time to share this with men. Many women say, what can I share? I don't understand it myself. Well, it is time for you to go within, to say, what are these feelings I have? If I had to explain to someone else what it is to be a woman, what would I explain? What can I do to become more of the goddess in a woman's body, more of a magic maker? The goddess within is the one who knows. She takes information from one system to another. As the decade progresses, there will be marked increase in female teachers and leaders, for the goddess embodies through her kind. This is not to say that the goddess does not work with male vibrations, for men will also learn how to embody the goddess. There is no discrimination with the goddess and there is no anger. The goddess is a very allowing entity. She has allowed much to happen over the years, eons, so that everyone could learn. Now the goddess is calling and honouring of that day she allows to be created through the core mystery of her blood, through the very gift from her own womb. The blood and its mysteries, the key to understanding yourselves and genetic line and the living library itself. You are a part of all of blood's journeying, backward and forward in time, so to speak. Your ancestors and predecessors can be accessed, felt, experienced and affected with conscious intention placed on blood. As humans, you grow and flourish yourselves into being with the blood of your mothers. Through females, this rich and vital substance appears as if by magic. To male and female alike, the blending of women has been acknowledged as both an act of power and a curse of shame and ridicule. The blood living symbol demonstrating solidic evidence of your connection to the ancestors and the codes of consciousness stored within your beings. You are a genetic library, living library, and catalogued in your essence of spirit are the archives of personal, planetary and celestial experiences. These experiences avail themselves to you in a third-dimensional form through your blood. Your blood is rich with stories, it's filled with patterns and designs of geometric nature and reorganizing themselves according to the state of your consciousness and inherent. In order to awaken into a new view of life, you must be willing to reconsider and make changes. Your thoughts are recorded by your blood. They are imprinted with a distinct font according to your feelings and then radiated outward for all worlds to read. You are the sum total of yourself in physical form because of your blood. Within the bone caverns that serve in your skeletal structure, blood is produced, is enriched or deprived according to your blueprint or intent, and is combined with your ability to decode life as a series of self-created lessons. Your blood can only be enriched and restructured. The way your blood can be altered and enriched is by intention. Inside your brain there are tiny particles like magnets that are affected by the rays of the sun. Great waves of energy and telepathic codes for civilization are sent on cosmic highways from the Pleiades to your sun. Your sun transfers the energy to you and to the moon. The energies go into your cranium and are held through an electromagnetic process by these small magnets in your brain. Bodywork can change the structure of your blood as you align your consciousness to become more whole. Your blood becomes more purified. It becomes something very sacred. Information is stored in stone and blood. The red blood cells are manufactured in the bone marrow. When you realign the blood, it starts to change what the bone does to the rest of the body. The realigned bone purifies the blood, creating a more accessible bloodline and sorting out the inner secrets of identity. Other women have been in disdain of their menstrual blood rather than understanding it as a source of their power. The blood carries the genetic code, and because the Mother Goddess is the source of all things, this is where the code comes from. It is where the story is hidden. Menstrual blood can be used to nurture plant life, to mark Earth, and to let Earth know that the Goddess lives again. In general, women don't bleed into Earth anymore. Doing so is a direct transference of the energy of the Goddess. When women put their blood into Earth, she is nurtured. Women have been told for eons that their blood is a curse, and they have become afraid of their own blood. They do not understand that it is their source and their power. As you let go of old taboos and work with menstrual blood, you will find that you have a different effect on the animals and plants of the living library. Women, if you are still bleeding, become wise in honouring your body and your blood. Your blood is one of the highest sources of fertilisation and territorial marking that you call upon. Understanding the blood mysteries is key to connecting to the source of your power and deep inner knowledge. This is a message, a live message from my Pleiadian guides. I'll be back again. Thank you.